Hello. How's it going, chat? Hope you're all doing well. We're back with another stream today. Does my camera look all... I don't know. I'll play with it while we're doing this. But yes, we are back. We have some things to discuss before we get into Type-0. A couple of news updates. Obviously, Ever Crisis has shut down, or not has shut down, I'm sorry, is going to shut down in October, which is pretty crazy news, honestly. Not necessarily surprising news, but crazy that it happened anyway, right? So we got that to talk about. There has also been some... Oh. Oops. Oh, no. Sorry, I'm just messing with this. Seeing if I get it the way I want it. Maybe a little cooler. There we go. I think that looks good. There's been a couple of Persona 4 revival updates. We have some videos actually to watch on that regarding the characters and the new voice actors. And we have like a Chinese interview from Hamaguchi. I actually didn't really read it too much because I was just like, meh, I'll save this for stream. I don't know if anything too important was said, but we're going to take a look at it anyways. So, and then obviously we're going to continue our playthrough of Final Fantasy Type-0, which I have been really enjoying personally. I think it is actually in the upper echelon of Final Fantasy games overall. I think it doesn't get enough credit. And then apparently, before I do any of that, I need to make sure that I have storage cleared up on my drive, because I just looked at my drive and I'm like, oh shit, I have no storage. Actually, here we go. Just move those Type-0 recordings over to my external hard drive, and then we're good to go for that. So that's not a big deal. But anyways, Square Enix gotcha. Am I right, fellas? It seems like yet another gotcha is going to be biting the dust. It's just so crazy. Dell, thank you so much for the tier 1. Time flies so weird. My 24-month sub message didn't work. I see it just fine. It says you've been sub for 24 months right there. Dude, thank you so much. 2 years. I think I remember when you first started coming to the streams, actually. I think it was like around the time I had started playing, replaying FF10 for the stream, which is actually crazy now because it's actually been like, it's been like 2 years since we've done that playthrough. Next year. I remember that playthrough very well because it's one of my most favorite playthroughs we've ever done on this channel. So much so that I really think it actually helped push FF10 into like my favorite. Yo, what I miss? I was playing a great Square Enix turn-based RPG, Bravely Default, the best FF in the past 15 years. Bravely Default is good, and hopefully, if Resonance works out for us, we could potentially see more turn-based Final Fantasies happening, even in the mainline series, which I think would be really cool to happen. But I think contrary to what some might insist, I do actually think that Resonance is going to have a very tremendous impact on if we see a turn-based mainline again. Oh, by the way, Resident Arc asked me to come guest on their show next week. You got any advice for me? Wow, though, that's awesome. That's awesome. Um, I'm really excited for that episode. I've always have like kind of had it in my back pocket to have you on here as well. So eventually we'll have to get around to that one ourselves. But yeah, man, just don't bounce around like I do. I actually don't even know how you guys can stand watching me sometimes. Sometimes like when I watch back like especially when I'm on like other people's podcasts for whatever reason, it always makes me nervous. So I just bounce around a lot. Part of it is just the ADHD, but you'll just see me like just bouncing, just bouncing around. Um, so have a good meditation before you go on, and that way you won't bounce like I do. Andrew Brown, thank you so much for the super. Hope that Ever Crisis goes the Resonance route. Okay, so well, one of my favorite parts of Resident Arc is watching Mike play the camera minigame. It's actually super impressive. He does that in real time. Wait, are you serious? He controls the camera in real time? That's actually really smart because um when you do that, that like saves your editing work tremendously. But he's very talented with uh filmmaking stuff because he's been doing it for so long, and he also just has like a great intuitive understanding of things. So yeah, us on this channel, however, everything is improv. I never have any idea of what the fuck I'm doing. I always need chat help. I am nowhere near as intelligent as Mike or Case. Great guys, very smart. I am not that smart. I am just driven by passion, enthusiasm, um, having my special interest, and like really diving into it. I disagree. Okay, so like that's what like most of my family and friends would say. They're always like, "Stop saying that. You are smart." And I'm like, y'all just love me, so you think I'm smart. But if you were objective, you would know the truth. You would know the truth. So, um, dang, I turned the AC off for a second just so that I could talk without the humming. But now I'm already like, dang, I gotta turn it back on. So if you hear the humming, I'm sorry. Yes, I have central AC, but I also have an AC just for my office because my office in particular gets hotter than the rest of the house. So if you ever hear it humming, I'm sorry. This is why in the re-uploads, I can remove it through machine learning techniques. But would you prefer that this chat start calling you dumb instead? Weird kink, but no judgment, Mike. So true. I mean, there is a kink for everything, right? I'm sure there's somebody out there who is like, yo, I love when people degrade my fucking intelligence. That is like the thing that gets me surefire, bricked up like 100%. When people tell me my IQ is fucking zero. Um, in either case, I wanted to chat first about Ever Crisis a little bit. Obviously, we got a video out, but I want to hear from you guys because I just think it's more fun that way. I kind of saw Ever Crisis shutting down like maybe a couple of months after it started. Maybe a couple of months after it started, and its performance seemed really weak. The first big problem with Ever Crisis is that right now Final Fantasy interest is in a lull, right? Like we're at a low point for people being interested in Final Fantasy. If you go back to when FF15 came out or FF7 Remake Part 1, the explosiveness in interest for the FF series, it was just crazy. See, Vaughn gets it. Vaughn knows me. Agree, Ryan's a dumbass, but probably one of the most driven people I know. Exactly. And that's what covers up for me being stupid. I'm so driven, and the hard work makes up for how not smart, traditionally speaking, I am. I just put in more energy. Anyways, enough degrading myself. True, but you don't think it'll come back up when Tifa is playable in Street Fighter 6? I think Tifa in Street Fighter 6 is going to be very huge. I think that she is definitely going to draw a very big audience in. She's still one of the most popular characters in Final Fantasy, period. And I do feel that when people who play Street Fighter get familiarized with Tifa, they're going to be interested in going and looking up Tifa's game. So I do think that will happen for sure. But Ever Crisis shutting down is more of a symptom of where we are rather than the actual disease itself, as some people would say it. Some people are saying that the problem is an overfocus on Final Fantasy VII. I don't know if I fully agree that that Final Fantasy VII milking has really caused disinterest in the FF brand. In fact, I think it's more like the milking is, or how should I say this? The brand has been declining, and so disinterest is also showing up in Final Fantasy VII, is what I want to say. If the brand was doing good, then interest in Final Fantasy VII would be doing good. And because Final Fantasy VII is a subset of Final Fantasy, then Final Fantasy VII is also seeing a decline. I don't even think it's so much that Final Fantasy VII milk has run dry so much as Final Fantasy brand overall has run dry, right? Because if it was just this particular focus on 7 that was the issue, then you would see, for example, things that were releasing outside of 7 doing well or feeling refreshing for people. For example, Final Fantasy 16 would have done leaps and bounds better than Rebirth. But we don't really have any evidence that that's the case. At best, 16 probably sold as good as Rebirth. They probably did about the same, plus or minus, which is probably in like the 4 million-ish unit range. But there's not really much evidence that something that isn't Final Fantasy VII is going to produce more or a better outcome than Final Fantasy VII. FF7 is still the most popular one for the most part. And we're not seeing interest in things that aren't 7 inclining. In fact, 7 interest is about the same as anything else Final Fantasy. It's not moving either way. So really, it's more of a top level thing. It's a popular social media thing to say that, oh, the problem is just 7. 7 is the problem. They're making too much 7, and it's scaring off people. And this is coming from someone who genuinely would like to see more than just 7, obviously. It's not just that the 7 is over milked. I think that if you put Ever Crisis out 10 years ago, back when Brave Exvius was out, it would have done great. Crossy saying it's not one singular issue with Ever Crisis, it's multiple compounding ones. From brand decline to milking of 7, Square Enix making a very Japanese gacha that feels 15 years too late to the current Korean and Chinese gacha landscape. It also doesn't instill much hope in players when they see stuff like the First Soldier shut down so fast. and slowly getting the story of Base 7 release as a piecemeal, as a gacha, appeals to who exactly? Yeah. Yeah. Um, and one thing I really agree with that you said is that it feels like a gacha that's 15 years too late, which I very much agree with. I very, very, very much agree with. It they are not making mobile games that feel like the latest mobile game. The type of mobile game that like only a company like Square Enix could make, right? Uh they're making gachas that relative to, as you mentioned, Korean and Chinese gacha games are just not good enough, to be honest. Uh, Especially Chinese gachas, which I think are dominating right now. Because the quality of a Chinese gacha is fucking out of this world, right? Like you play like the Hoyoverse games, and the amount of budget those games get, utterly insane. Um, One thing I and he's kind of become maybe a bit of a problematic figure of late, but I do think that he's still right in this way. But Jacob Novick, one thing that he did say that I think is correct still was that Square Enix should have made Genshin Impact first. Squall UA, thank you for the tier one. I appreciate you, dude. 59 months. God damn, dude. On a 58-month streak. Jesus Christ, dude. Thank you for all of your support. I appreciate it. They should make a Love in Deep Space for FF and we can watch the shippers fight. Low key, um, making something like a Final Fantasy dating sim is actually not a bad idea. It's really funny because dating mechanics in video games are extraordinarily popular. If you actually look at it, the number of games that have gone viral that have dating sim elements and their dating sim elements are directly correlated, if not causation in many cases, for the games actually gaining traction. It's there's like a really good trend line there, and I feel like if they wanted to ride any trend, I do actually think FF17 having data mechanics, which I know this is a terribly unpopular take among FF fans, but like FF17 having dating mechanics wouldn't be a bad idea. Jacob Novick is such an anomaly. Sometimes he says insane things like Trump on crack, and then other times he says things that are very insightful. It's a roulette. I know. It's you kind of have to like pick the mold off the bread. You know what I'm saying? Like he says some stuff that I'm like, dang, this is like the thing that no one else is kind of saying and needs to be said. And then yeah, other times he's saying shit that's like, yo, brother, put the pipe down. Star Rail shits on every gotcha Square Enix has put out in the last 10 years. I mean, yeah. The thing is, though, too, is that Square doesn't have the type of money and resources necessarily disposable that I think Chinese gotchas are going to have. But I do have to wonder if an answer to Hoyoverse games is not in the works at Square Enix, right? You would think that perhaps Creative Studio 3 would be working on some type of Final Fantasy Genshin like, right? Honestly, the fact that they don't have even announced any kind of answer to Genshin is fucking insane to me. I 110% believe that Square Enix should have been the first company to have made a game like that. And the fact that they haven't is ridiculous. There absolutely should be some type of Final Fantasy answer to the Hoyoverse games or to all of these Chinese gachas like Wuthering Waves, etc. They have so many characters ready to go. They do. They do. And then also, too, I think bringing a lot of those characters to other games is really important. Still, no excuse that Cloud is not in Fortnite. It's funny too because we're also seeing just how much traction that Kingdom Hearts 4 has over Final Fantasy VII Revelation. The viewership for Kingdom Hearts 4 was tremendously bigger. There are some fair arguments for that. That Kingdom Hearts 4 is something that feels much more new than Final Fantasy VII Revelation, which at a glance feels like more rebirth. And we haven't had like a substantial Kingdom Hearts update in 4 years since then. But there really hasn't been a sign that Kingdom Hearts has seen any interest decline. Now, granted, Kingdom Hearts also has only had one major release that was kind of contentious, that kind of made some people be like, oh, I don't know how I feel about Kingdom Hearts. And that was Kingdom Hearts 3 for the most part. And even then, for the hardcore fan base, eventually they came out with Remind and the critical mode patch, and that kind of helped adjust people, or that kind of helped people like Kingdom Hearts 3 a lot more. And a lot of people's impressions changed just based on the changes that they made to that. So Kingdom Hearts 4 hasn't had, I mean, the Kingdom Hearts series hasn't had as many divisive games as Final Fantasy has had back to back to back. I haven't met really a Kingdom Hearts fan who hasn't liked any Kingdom Hearts game in 20 years. Well, I guess I guess there are people that last Kingdom Hearts game they like was Kingdom Hearts 2. Maybe I'm lying. Yeah, that's probably a stretch. But I feel like they don't hate them or think they're not Kingdom Hearts in the same way that like Final Fantasy fans feel about a lot of the post-10 games, right? Like Kingdom Hearts doesn't have like that type of identity complex in that way. You might meet people who are like, yeah, I haven't really loved a Kingdom Hearts game since 2. But no one's going to sit there and say Birth by Sleep is not Kingdom Hearts, right? Or Dream Drop Distance is not Kingdom Hearts. Their contention would be like, these games aren't to the quality of 2. But they wouldn't be like, they don't make Kingdom Hearts anymore. It's not like that. It's not like that at all. They literally have the art style and the assets they could use with World of Final Fantasy. The non-chibi models in that game are KH quality models, and the chibis could easily be sold as pets or rewards or something for doing dailies. Yeah, so I'll be real with you. I think World of Final Fantasy really kind of tripped over its nutsack a little bit with the art style for the chibi characters. Because I feel like it turned people off. I think that World of Final Fantasy would have sold so much more if they used the full-sized character models rather than the chibis. And I know some people will say, what do you mean? Final Fantasy fans should love chibis because they use chibis for like FF7 or whatever the fuck. Yes, but I think a lot of people grew accustomed to a more proportional sized character. And I think the West always liked the more humanoid proportional characters more. And I feel like that's probably more popular now with Final Fantasy than to go back to chibis. But also, too, the really big head style that looked like a pop figure was not like a very cute or nostalgic chibi. Looks too childish? Yeah. Yeah. I didn't play World of Final Fantasy because the chibi. Japan prefers the chibi. Yeah. People skip Pete because they have no whimsy. That's a skill issue. Yeah. If World of Final Fantasy chibi style looked closer to Final Fantasy 9, it would probably be more popular. There is a such thing as 2 chibi. I 100% agree. Like if it looked more like Final Fantasy 9 chibi, I would have been a lot more attracted to it. But it looks more like a pop figure. And I find pop figures like very ugly, to be honest. Chibi is kind of like rolling the dice for me because not all chibi art is created equally. Some chibi art I love, and then some chibi art I'm like, this looks dumb. I don't like it. It's too cute. It's too maybe childish looking. So there's a balance between that and the chibi stuff. I spoke to someone at Bamco about how Clive got into Tekken. He said originally they wanted FF7 characters, but Square was too protective of those characters. But then FF Magic cards got released, which boosted people's interest in FF7 as well as other titles. All the backlog started selling. A few months after, Square made the deal with the Tifa slash Street Fighter 6 deal, so now they are more open to collabs. So Fortnite is more likely than now than before. Yeah, but that also tells me how badly Square has been managing that up until this point. Because we should have been seeing Final Fantasy VII characters fucking everywhere. Everything should have been Final Fantasy VII. They should have been in Fortnite. They should have been in Wuthering Waves. Which, like, why isn't there a collab for that? Like, what the hell, man? And then it took for the Magic the Gathering collaboration, which I imagine had to be crazy to get them to negotiate in the first place, considering how tight Square Enix is with these IPs. And then they were like, wait, people like our IPs when we actually utilize them? What the fuck? I thought people just wanted to see more 2B. I didn't know that they liked the other characters too. What the fuck? Like it's been so dumb. It's been so dumb, but hopefully they are changing on that. You can't see because of the mic, but I got my I got my hold on. And then yeah, I got my Ever Crisis shirt. Rest in peace. Shout out to Square. That's why I'm not wearing a tank today, despite it being so hot. And why I wear tanks every day, because it's always so goddamn hot here in Texas. Magic Collab reminded Gen X of the existence of FF. A lot of them aren't really gamers anymore. That's another problem too, is that a lot of people age out of gaming. So it's not even so much necessarily that people die, although people do die, clearly. But also you have to worry about bringing people in, just because some people, as they get older, have kids, gaming becomes less of a priority for them, if a thing that they do at all anymore. So some people age out and stop playing games. That Grand Blue relink Endless Ragnarok has been hitting good so far. I actually got sent a copy of that. I should boot that up, actually. Wearing that shirt as a memorial to Ever Crisis? I am. I am. So ultimately, until they fix the popularity of the brand, which I think involves collaborations, I think it involves making a very killer Final Fantasy 17. I think it involves making a Final Fantasy 17 that half of people are not saying is not Final Fantasy 17, and other half of people are not. Sometimes people greatly exaggerate how common this was during the golden era. You had a small minority of people who, when Final Fantasy VII came out, said that, like, oh, FF7's not Final Fantasy because it's a bit too steampunk or cyberpunk and a bit too modern. That was like a pretty small minority of people overall. The overwhelming majority of people that bought Final Fantasy VII when it first came out, it became the game that defined the series for them, especially for people who had never played a Final Fantasy game before. And so ultimately, I don't think there even needs to be a concern, in terms of like aesthetic or things like that. I think they can take Final Fantasy a lot of different places there. But in terms of gameplay, though, FF7 is not radically different than Final Fantasy 6, right? Like it's very recognizable. I think that they have also recreated something or created something that is also very recognizable in Final Fantasy VII Retrilogy's combat. So I think they can pursue that. I think they can go back to turn based. I think both of those are great options for them. I don't think making like continuing down uh like action game, high octane, purely reflex based games are the move for them anymore because uh, the negative effect seems to be much bigger than any positive effect, which I don't know what positive effect there is other than maybe someone's personal subjective enjoyment. But from a business POV, I don't think that there's anything solid happening there. Giant Monkey Butt, thank you for the super. Do you think First Soldier will be remade as a DLC expansion for FF7 Revelation with Ever Crisis going away? I think that's the best play that they could make. What I would love to see is Ever Crisis remade as a standalone game. I think it would be great if they could remake Ever Crisis as basically a remaster of Final Fantasy VII, right? So take it and take all the art assets that's been made for it and be like, hey, you want a higher resolution Final Fantasy VII? Here it is. We remade it with Ever Crisis offline. And then adjust all the gameplay systems to match the Final Fantasy VII OG experience. Using those character models, I think it'd be actually even cooler if they were able to take the voice acting from the actual remake and then plug that into Ever Crisis and then be like, yeah, now you have Final Fantasy VII's like original story retold and it has the voice acting, and obviously they'd have to do like some rereads and adjust some stuff, but like there you go. Golden Chocobo tracker? What the fuck? Oh, this tracks like all the golden chocobos? That's crazy. Dang, this shit is worth a lot of money too, huh? Resale value 50 grand. What the fuck? 80 grand. Damn, bro. That's insane. You know what's even more funny? I think I probably could have requested Magic the Gathering cards when it was first coming out, and I think Square probably would have sent them to me if I requested it. But at the time, I was stupid, and I was just like, I don't even know how to play Magic, so, and I don't know how to make content on it, so, I just won't request anything. And now I'm like, wow, time to keep myself safe. You should see how much Post Malone paid for that one ring at Magic the Gathering card. Are you fucking serious? Damn. I didn't know any better, bros. Now, of course, I buy Pokemon cards because it's the best fucking investment you can make. It is the best goddamn investment. So I guess we'll transition from that into this Chinese interview with Naoki Hamaguchi. Let me see. Oh wait. So I told y'all he kind of thick. Could have had them free magic cards. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you understand that I'm not the brightest. A person of normal intelligence even would have been like, "Hey, I should probably like get some free cards actually." But I know, bros. I know. And I was just like, oh, I don't even know anything about that. No, I'm good. I just didn't know. I just didn't know, man. If I requested them now, they would tell me to fuck off. Just open them and show them on stream. You don't even have to play the game. Damn, you're right. You're right. You're right. I know. I'm fucking stupid. But to be honest with you, you would have had to hold on to them for years to get maximum income. It's likely you would have sold them for $150 when the price first started rising. I know. I'm not good at like hodling. I'll just be like, "Oh, price good." I'm a little bit smarter now. Actually, I'm not smarter. I just have people around me who are smarter, who are able to guide me on the correct course of action. Okay. So this is a machine translated, I want to be clear about that, machine translated interview from Naoki Hamaguchi through a Chinese publication. Let's go ahead and look at what he has to say. Looking back on the development of the Final Fantasy VII Remake series, in what aspects do you think the team grew the most significantly? If you had to pick, if you had the chance to go back and start over, in what areas would you make different decisions? Hamaguchi. The concept behind this work is that the scale of the story will continue to grow. In fact, the production team's experience and personnel configuration have also grown along with the scale. Asking if we could start over is a very interesting question, but I think we made the best judgment at each point in time. Even if we started over now, the final outcome probably wouldn't be much different from today. Oh shit, Thunders, thank you so much for another 5 gift memberships, dude. Damn, you are so on fire. I appreciate you a ton, dude. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I've been involved in this remake project for about 12 years. To be able to work with the whole team and finish a project over a long period of time, although the third installment of Revelation isn't completely finished yet, but the end is in sight, is in itself a very fortunate and blessed thing. However, if you were to tell the development team members now, let's start all over again, I think everyone would hesitate or say, I don't want to do it again. For game developers in a project, more than 10 years is a fantastic thing, but at the same time, maintaining that creative drive is incredibly difficult. So when you ask everyone if they'd like to do it again, they all have reservations because it's just too exhausting. I mean, yeah, it's 3 fucking games, man. I can't even imagine. But I'm also really excited for this team to kind of be set free and to be able to work on something else. Assuming that this team sticks together and that Square Enix doesn't dissolve them the moment that they possibly can, right? Question. Rebirth has a lot of mini games, and some players feel these take up too much time. How do you think the development team balances the 2 aspects of fast pace and rich content? The issue is being discussed not only in the Chinese community, but also among players worldwide. We've all seen it. As a developer, I believe having too many mini games or auxiliary elements and whether the game itself is slow-paced are essentially 2 different things. If players can choose whether or not to play these additional content, those who want to play can play, and those who don't want to play can ignore them. Then it's best to leave it to the players to decide. However, Rebirth has one problem. The rewards in some games are strongly linked to character progression and the combat customization system. As a result, players who want to experience the combat are also forced to play minigames, which creates a sense of compulsion to some extent. Therefore, in the third installment, Revelation, we made adjustments. For combat-related side quests, the rewards are still tied to combat. However, for side elements unrelated to combat, such as minigames, the rewards are set as customization options or cosmetic skins within the minigames, unrelated to characters' combat abilities. This gives players who enjoy greater freedom. This gives players who enjoy combat greater freedom. Who enjoy oh okay. This gives players who enjoy combat greater freedom and allows them to choose not to play those minigames. In fact, Revelation may have more additional content than Rebirth, but players have more freedom in choosing what to play and what not to play. I'm really looking forward to players' opinions on this after official release. Furthermore, since the original game had mini games, I felt Remake shouldn't remove that element. During a media interview in North America, I said minigames in Rebirth wouldn't be reduced, and I thought some people would be upset. But instead, many players said that's great, which made me happy. Based on your feedback, we've added a feature to skip minigames and include a reward system that allows players to choose how to do so. We encourage you to try it out for yourself. So, I personally think that tying rewards to the thing that you want to do, which is to say, if you just want to go hard on combat, then you only have to do combat stuff. I think that's great. Kingdom Hearts 2, for example, has a really great approach to this, right? I think the way Rebirth is set up, essentially it would be like, oh, if you want Glide, you need to do fucking gummy ship stuff. I think people wouldn't like Kingdom Hearts 2 as much if it was tied to something like that. So I think this is pretty much a fair way of handling things for the most part. That being said, I do feel like as far as Final Fantasy VII specifically goes, the game originally did kind of tie combat rewards to combat rewards to mini games, right? And to other stuff. So in that sense, I do feel like Rebirth is more in the spirit of OGFF7 than Final Fantasy VII Revelation. That doesn't necessarily mean that Rebirth is more correct or a better experience as a result of that. However, it is to say that when you look at the OG game, which one matches up more closely with what that did, the answer here would be Rebirth. But that being said, as I mentioned with Kingdom Hearts 2, one of the greatest games of all time, and still kind of my gold standard for action RPGs in a lot of ways. KH2 does something pretty similar, where if you want gummy ship stuff, you do gummy ship stuff. And if you want combat stuff, you do combat stuff. To an extent, right? But even in KH2, like, if you want to, get, like, the Ultima weapon or some shit, you're gonna have to grind on Winnie the Pooh. Right? You're gonna have to grind that Pooh Bear. And if you don't, then you're not getting the Ultima weapon, right? You're gonna have to do Atlantica and shit if you want those things. So I guess even to an extent with KH2, there were certain combat rewards that you still had to do other stuff for. But it wasn't tied to abilities and such. That I remember. Maybe. Actually, I don't know. I don't remember it being tied to that. It's been a while. Minigames should be relegated to the gold saucer. It's that simple. I play some minigames if you're in the mood. Yeah. What I love about KH2 is how easy it is to replay and have a full satisfying experience. The 7R games have combat on par, but I don't enjoy replaying them because of the amount of filler they have. That's true. Like, you can fire up Kingdom Hearts 2, and, like, even if you're just like, I don't even want to rewatch all the cutscenes, I literally just want to re-experience Kingdom Hearts 2 combat, it does feel very easy to do that. But I think you can make an argument that Square Enix games, and maybe most modern video games nowadays, are bloated fucking beyond belief. And it doesn't feel like they get straight to the point in the way that that era of RPGs in particular did, right? I saw a thread on Twitter where people were talking about like the length of an RPG. And the original post was like, yeah, an RPG should be like 25 to 30 hours. And then a lot of RPG fans were like, no, I like a 120-hour RPG. And I get that, but like, I know some people really want to feel like they lived in the world and such, but I'm just like, bro, how much of that 120 hours legitimately is actually peak fun? Right? I want games that are leaner and more to the point and that I will replay over and over again throughout my entire life. There are not many 120-hour games that I'm going to replay in my life. I fucking love, for example, Persona 5. I don't know if I can replay Persona 5 again. I think I'm at the point now where I could probably replay Persona 5 now after like many years. I could stomach replaying P5 now. But like generally speaking, I'm not going to replay P5 as many times as I'll fire up Kingdom Hearts 2 in my life. I'll be 80 years old and I'll still be firing up a new save on Kingdom Hearts 2. That is not true of games that are like 150 ass hours. I'm sorry. You only have so much life. And it's just like, yeah. I love The Witcher 3, but I'm not sure if I want to replay it for the new DLC. Yeah. Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like, that's so much time to dedicate to replay it. And also, too, it's just like, are you really having fun? Like, get to the good points. Not everything can and should be One Piece. While I can easily go back and replay P4G, I can get through that game full golden route max levels and have a fully decked out Yoshitsune build in sub 50 hours. But I have replayed P5 twice. It's so padded in comparison. Yeah. Yeah, I think that Persona 3 and 4 Crossy are like such a better length. So is Metaphor. Metaphor is also a way better length than Persona 5. Those games are also roughly 70 or 80 hours. And that's so much better than fucking Persona 5, which is like twice that amount. And I will, Final Fantasy X is another example, right? Like all classic FF games. But also, too, I think that like defending the number alone really speaks to the issue. Like people just saying like, oh, I love a 100-hour RPG, but that has no context to it. Like, what is it that you love about the 100 hours versus the 50 hours versus the 20 hours, right? It's just like, oh, I love it when it takes 100 hours to do something. It's not really a compelling argument to me. Because just saying, I love when it lasts a really long time. You know? The classic era JRPGs usually placed like 80% of all the side content at the very end. So players could beat the story in 20 to 30 hours, then choose to pursue side content or not, meat and potatoes first and dessert after. And so I actually think that was one of the biggest things that E33 did, was that I think it was like maybe one of the first RPGs in maybe more than 15 years to say you have to play the story first and then you can do the side content. Maybe there are some other examples of new video games that did that, but like I really can't think of any. So for me, the most refreshing thing that it did was like say like no side content. They're gonna do the main story, You're going to focus on the story, and that there is only the story. You can explore some things, but you're going to do the story. And then it's like, okay, now you can go fuck around and spend 40 hours doing whatever the fuck. I actually think that restriction was great. The first FF7 remake, no. Because actually, the FF7 remake 1 does something more diabolical, in my opinion, than what some other games do. Because FF7 remake 1 coerces you to do the side content IMO. Actually, I think Rebirth is a better beeline experience for that reason. Because Rebirth is like, oh, you can do all this side content at any point you want. Like, you go back. Like, it's fine. But, like, Remake was like, oh, you're not going to do the side content? Wow. Okay. And it makes you feel bad for not doing it. So I think with Rebirth, you had greater control on how much you wanted to do. The quantity itself shouldn't matter. The quality of time spent should be everything, though a shorter game typically packs more in its smaller runtime, which in turn increases its quality. Conversely, longer RPGs can fall into the trap of diminishing returns. Yes, precisely. Precisely. In theory, if you make a 100-hour game with that same budget, but you condense that budget like into something that takes 20 hours instead, then that means that you can focus on that 20-hour experience where every single thing in that 20-hour experience is meticulously crafted in such a way that it feels more engaging and well told and like it never wastes your time. If you theoretically could make the best video game ever 100 hours versus making the best video game hour ever 50 hours, obviously 100 hours would be the way to go. But like, you know, at the end of the day, you know, if you got to spend a whole hour bouncing on it, then you're not bouncing on it right. Best put. In the third installment of Final Fantasy VII Revelation, which locations have not yet appeared are you most excited about? All the new locations are very appealing, but if I had to pick one I'm most looking forward to, it is the Wutai area. There are two reasons. First, in the original work, Wutai Mountain wasn't closely related to the mainline story. The main storyline, sorry. However, in the remake, we've integrated it into the main story to depict the intense relationship between Shinra and Wutai, including its political undertones. We've added a great deal of detail to this region, and I'm looking forward to seeing how players experience the Wutai-related storylines. Secondly, the design of the Wutai area pays homage to the urban landscapes of East Asia cultural spheres. As Asians, both I and many Chinese players will feel a natural sense of familiarity when we see the street scenes, vendors, and atmosphere in the game. I am personally very excited to be able to present this kind of charm in the work. The first two remakes have released on Xbox and Switch 2. What were the biggest technical challenge during the porting process? What were the considerations behind the simultaneous release of the third installment on all platforms? Will performance differences between different platforms affect the visual presentation? Hamaguchi. Let me answer the middle question first. As a game creator, I don't have an idea of wanting players to only play my games on a specific platform. On the contrary, I want as many people as possible, regardless of their environment, to be able to play the works we create. Therefore, simultaneous release on multiple platforms without relying on specific hardware are a very positive mood for me. Regarding the challenges of porting to other platforms, whether it'll affect image quality, these two questions are quite similar and can be answered together. There was indeed a time where game development was highly dependent on platform hardware specifications, requiring significant optimizations for specific specifications. However, in recent years, The Chinese PC market has been continuously expanding, and the PC market is also very important to us. The hardware configurations of PC platforms vary greatly, without adapting to different performance levels and flexibility adjusting load balance. It's impossible to succeed in the PC market, to truly succeed in the PC market. The environment we're using to develop Revelation already has functionality to flexibly adjust image quality based on different hardware specifications. Of course, yes, this is really easy to do in Unreal Engine. Therefore, porting it to multiple platforms won't present any major problems. Interestingly, I get asked similar questions every time I'm interviewed. Japanese gamers, in particular, are more accustomed to playing HD games on PlayStation and have always worried that cross-platform synchronization would lead to a drop in graphics quality. Now, this is interesting. Let me finish the other sentence. But at this Summer Games Fest reveal, we showed actual screenshots, and Japanese gamers were relieved that the graphics hadn't degraded. This made me very happy. Okay, let's talk about this for a second, because I think this is really important. There has been this notion that Japanese gamers don't care about graphics. I don't think that's true. I think they do care about graphics. I think their idea of high quality graphics isn't always the same, though, as Western people's idea of high quality graphics. Like, the Western idea of high quality graphics is always like the most bleeding edge realism humanly possible. Like, I want to see the drops of sweat rolling off the characters, etc. But that isn't to say that Japanese gamers don't care about texture quality, animation quality, resolution, frame rate, and these sorts of things, right? Like, I think that sometimes people in the West have this way of identifying flaws with humanity, or like, and then like, maybe like looking at Japan as like this place where people don't possess some of those like Western follies. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, the people there are still people. So they think about a lot of the same things we do. Obviously, a lot of those things get changed through cultural lens, but, and some things have like a greater deal of concern in the West and like lesser of a concern in Japan. But ultimately, you know, fans are fans, and a lot of the same discourse exists in Japan as it does in the West, depending. Some things don't, but like a lot of stuff like graphics quality and things like that. You know, people think that Japanese fans don't care about that, but I think that is because of the Western lens of, well, they don't care about hyper-realism, therefore they don't care about graphics, right? Like, that's, I think, the Western perception of Japan's relationship with graphics, and I don't think that's the right lens to look at it. Of course, they care about graphics, but their care about graphics may not necessarily reflect, say, the Western perception of graphics. The quantity itself shouldn't matter. The quality of time should spent should be everything. Wait, I already read that one. My bad. I think anyway. Yeah. If you know anything about Japan, its culture, and especially online culture, they can be very nitpicky, wanting perfection of graphics, etc. Yeah. I think again, it's like a very common thread for like Western people to just make up a thing about about Japan, or about like what Japanese gamers think. It's like a super common thing for people to say. My favorite example of this still is like FF13 is more popular in Japan. Like, people like, I've yet to find any evidence of that, like tangible evidence, but it's something that like Western people say all the time. And then like you look at like the NHK poll, for example, that they did, and like FF13 did not even make like the top 10 Final Fantasy games, right? So it's like, where are people actually pulling that assumption from? This is always also why too. Um, I try to be like really careful about wording stuff, but also I think you can't like really lump an entire culture into like this culture feels this way, right? Like that's really hard to do. There's a lot of people within a culture and a lot of people don't actually feel the same way. There are general sentiments that you may see prevalent, but that doesn't really speak for everyone, right? Like, like you could say like, oh, in Western culture people feel this way. And if you did say that, then like someone might hear that, you might hear that and think, well damn, I don't feel that way. Does Japan like FF12? I don't know how I don't think 12 is that popular in Japan, but it's kind of like, ultimately saying like, does America like FF16? That's like, I don't know. Does America like FF16? I wouldn't even know how to answer that really. Because you think about it, I'm like, well, yeah, a lot of people here don't like it, but a lot of people here do like it. So it's like, do they? Do they not? 12 was less popular than 13 on the NHK poll. Yeah, yeah. So anyways, that's just like an important cultural difference with and nuance that I wanted to highlight, I guess, because I think like the way it gets discussed sometimes on the internet, like kind of gets like filtered through a bit of a weird lens that I think doesn't really encapsulate that there's a lot of different people, even within a culture, that have a lot of different thoughts. Um, just like here, you'll find players that like really care about graphics, and you'll find players that are like, I don't give a fuck about graphics. But then also caring about graphics and not caring about graphics are like, I would actually go as far as saying that like everyone cares about graphics, but they care about graphics in different ways. I do actually consider art style and art direction to be kind of like part of graphics overall, because really, I guess with graphics, what you're really kind of getting at is art, right? Graphics are just a means to art. So you can't say that like you care about art direction and not care about graphics, because graphics are the means by which art direction happens. I know we can kind of like, and very usefully so, separate the two, but for the most part, like graphics are necessary for art direction, and art direction is necessary to make good looking graphics. And so even with that, I feel like they're very tied together. Anyways, if you were to describe the third installment of Revelation in a few words, what words would you choose? The key word is determination. Again, the word used is probably ketsui, which can also be translated as resolve, which is the terminology that they're more commonly using in the English localization of these interviews. But when you automatically translate it, it'll go with determination. To reach the end of this long journey, Cloud and his companions will carry different answers as they face the final battle. We've meticulously designed this to allow players to personally experience the difference in their wills throughout the game. The same applies in the development team. Many of our members have remained dedicated to this series over a decade. Everyone pours their hearts and souls into this work with determination to bring it to a close. Regarding the ending, if I were to reveal only the most basic concept, it'd be there's only one ending. So we did not adopt so-called multiple ending mechanism. However, the journey to this destination and the experience will vary on how each player approaches the game, what choices did each character make, and what determination led them to that ending. In these area, in these areas, we've created space for the player to experience different emotional resonances. We hope that this final installment will serve as an opportunity for more people, including those who haven't experienced the series, to come experience it for themselves. We'd be honored by that. So, yeah, the ending of the game is going to be a single fixed thing. However, it seems like, in terms of character relationships and different things that you can explore through that and different pathways, that some of the outcomes along the way to the ending will be different, which I think is actually pretty cool. The juicy question: will the fates of some characters be clearly explained in the third installment? Will the installment consider multiple endings? Didn't you just say that no? Regarding the fates of other characters and everyone is concerned about, it's better to not say anything explicitly here. But as I've stated before, our development team is creating this work with the goal of completing it. We'll provide a complete ending. We hope that everyone can experience firsthand in the game what kind of resolve each character harbors and what kind of ending awaits them. If you max your relationship with Barrett, you spend the night under the high wind with him instead of Tifa. Let's go. That'd be great. If someone plays Night Sky Prince $1,000, would he do an interview? Yeah. uh, yeah, definitely. Okay. So here's some interesting news. I think Crossy will have a lot to say about this one. Persona 4 Revival producer says there will be changes to Yosuke. And this is such an ominous headline, right? I'm like, yo, what does that mean? Are they going to make Yosuke gay again? That was my thought. I'm going to be honest. That was my thought when I read this headline. However, and this is a very, very, very short article that doesn't really say much. While Persona 4 Revival has yet to be announced for Switch 2 by Sega and Atlus, it is expected to come at some point. Today, more information has been revealed about the eagerly awaited game to make it more palatable for the current era. Persona general producer Kazuhisa Wada said that they will be making changes to Yosuke, saying that, quote, he's a little bit insensitive in terms of how he treats outsiders sometimes. So, we wanted to make that lighten up and make it a little bit more fitting for the world we live in now. Persona 4 Revival launches on multiple formats February 18th, 2027. The Yosuke changes thing is apparently a mistranslator, or the writer extrapolated more than what was actually said. Interesting. Do we have what was actually said then? Let's take a look and see. Is that... I can't find it, but there has been so much random Persona news drip fed to us. Okay. So, I'm trying to think like what this could even mean though. Interview with Anime Corner. Um Yeah, I don't know what this means. But we're going to find out what changes that they make to Yosuke. In the meantime, what we do have is the brand new character trailers that I want to take a look at. And we'll watch them in English. Actually, interestingly enough, the U trailer I think is in Japanese both times. Oh wait, I'm sorry, it's off. Screen's off. My bad. Let me fix that. Shit. Here we go again with the cropping. Watch the trailers on the Atlas West channel? Okay. Let me do that. One sec. Atlas West. Okay, cool. There we go. Give me one sec. Pull it back up. Okay, just as I switch tabs and look stuff up, just to make sure I'm not doxing myself or doing other stuff. Okay, there we go. Close enough.
I gotta agree though, you do seem like a pretty open guy, with a slight air of mystery to boot. Either that or you're a total airhead, but whatever you got going on, I guess it's working.
But you literally just called him an airhead.
Big bro?
I mean, you were the first one to get your persona and enter the TV. I feel like as long as you're around, we can find the culprit and crack this case. Here you go!
Visually, this game is so cool, man. Very nice. I'm actually like really into the new music. I think it sounds really good. Okay, now I have to hear how Best Girl sounds. This was one of the voice I was most like, because I'm be honest, like Laura Bailey, chat. Who could follow up Laura Bailey? So let's hear some more Reset voice.
Hi, my name's Rise Kujikawa.
I like it, but it is not Laura Bailey. But it's not bad.
Now that I'm getting the hang of school, I want to go out more and see the sights. But I get recognized a lot, so I'm a little nervous about going out on my own. And you seem like the kind of guy who knows all the cool spots in town. Really? Sweet! I can give you a hand in that world. I guess I'm part of the team now, right? Thanks, Senpai. That one's strong. Watch yourselves. You can do it, Senpai. I'm right here with you. I haven't been in town very long, but I simply love it. I am 100 time to write your truth. Give me your hearts!
Yeah, she was a class act.
Again, it's good, but it's just hard for me, you know, when we have kind of that established voice actress for the character to be, you know, to adapt my brain. I'm sure that like after a few hours, I'm gonna adjust. Sounds fitting. We'll just need some getting used to. Yeah, that's where I'm at too. It's not bad. It's just that like Laura Bailey is just so burned into my head as the English version of that character that it's gonna take a bit to adapt. I feel like, and especially with like say like Persona 3 for example, I think that because it was a bit older and kind of had like a bit more earlier of like PS2 standard of voice acting, um the voices there weren't necessarily, I feel like, as jarring as like Persona 4's, which had like a lot late PS2, kind of a higher standard of voice acting and voice direction. And also just, I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. Really hard to adapt to the newer actors. They're not bad, but again, it's just someone else playing characters that you're used to, and you expect them to sound one way, and they don't. You're gonna be fucking shocked when they play her dungeon and fight her shadow if they haven't played P4 before. It's gonna be a time, man. Obviously, I will be making content on Persona 4 Revival, but I will also have Persona 4 Revival muted on Twitter. Because I just don't care to see. I don't care to see anyone talking about this video game ever. To be honest. Because no one is going to say anything that I think will enhance my enjoyment of Persona 4, to be honest. Yeah, she's also Takemi in Persona 5, which is crazy, actually. She has, like, insanely good range. She's a great actress. Don't get me wrong. Make no mistake. I'm just, it's just jarring, and it's just going to take a little time to get used to adapting away from the original actress. I just got here. Are we talking Persona 4 Revival? Already saw wild takes on Reddit. Really? Oh, God. What did they say? Roy Mustang, thank you for the super. Ghost of Tsushima is getting an anime. Trailer is up on the Crunchyroll YouTube channel. Gin, Urobuchi, Fate Zero, Madoka Magica, Psychopass is the writer. Jesus. Wow, that's going to be crazy. Let me look it up. Ghost of Tsushima anime. Is that it? Dang, I thought there would be like, yeah. Yeah, dang. I thought there would actually be something and not just like, yeah, it's coming. Well then. The one bad thing that isn't speculation is that, oh wait, that's terrible. Yo, what the fuck? I want the thing, hold on. Let me finish reading your comment on open the other thing to do it, because it's, OBS is being a little bitch. The only bad thing that isn't speculation, P4R, that the Chinese gameplay demo showed. When in dungeons, there is a glowing yellow trail that just shows you where the stairs are. It's so dumb. That isn't a quality of life change. It's just entirely removing dungeon exploration, and for what? I still think that might be an option you can turn off. Dude, if it's not, like, what the fuck? I actually am against that even as an accessibility option. I actually, like, 100% think that that's not a good accessibility option. Like, Just walk around the floor. Just like walk around the floor, dude. Like it's like literally what? Like just walk around. Like just walk. Just push the analog stick, dude. Like it could also be a trail from the gold hand enemy. That would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah, I know that like 20 minutes of gameplay like leaked on like Bleebly or whatever it's called. I need the self-driving protagonist that will walk the floors for me. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Is that I think that I don't know how to say it, but like essentially we should be making games more accessible for people to get a same or comparable experience. I don't know if the best accessibility options are just ones that play the game like the game just plays itself for you and you don't have to like even engage with it, right? Like and this is something where I'm just like, come on, dude. Like really? Like just like a trail to show people where the stairs are? Come on now. Roy, thank you for the super chat. The character designer in Ghost of Tsushima is Okazaki, the same dude that wrote the manga of Afro Samurai. Very star-studded stuff. Oh, shit. Well, I can't wait to actually see it. I wish they would have shown something of how the animation looks in the trailer. New difficulty option called LARP mode. Hopefully it's purely in the Chinese version. Well, we haven't seen it in any of the trailers, so that I know of. So that's probably good. I just don't want to see it like a button that beats the entire game for you. Yeah. Yeah, I think that shit is lame. We have seen it in official materials and trailers, not just the Chinese demo. Damn. That sucks. I literally don't understand. I don't think that's accessibility to me. I really don't. Like, just walk around the floor. Like, what the fuck? Sometimes it's wrong, sometimes it's right. Like, that's kind of the whole point of how the exploration works in the game is that you don't know where the stairs are, right? So that's actually kind of a game ruining feature. Actually, I feel like that, you know, we're getting to a point of where like you play a puzzle game and then the puzzle game just tells you how to solve the puzzle. I mean, what am I saying? That already exists. It's called God of War Ragnarok. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I think there's accessibility and then there's like literally just telling someone what to do to get past the objective so that they don't even have to like think. And I don't know if again, I'm not an expert on this stuff. I'm not an expert on accessibility. I don't have the authority to speak on this. But it just seems like as a player of games from that POV that like I don't understand how this is helping literally anybody like or who this is helping. P4 dungeons are not even complex enough for this to be a thing. Right. Like if these were like truly complex multi-layered dungeons that like you could absolutely get lost in. And this was an option for you to be like, hey, if you don't know where the fuck you're going and you need help, then just turn this on and then the game won't waste your time, right? Or like the game was like super punishing and taking one wrong turn could like yeah. If it didn't exist in Persona 3 Reload, why the hell does it exist here? That's a great question. And I don't think anyone was complaining about like not being able to find the stairs in Reload. So it's such a modern gameism in all of the negative stereotypical ways. Roy, thank you for the super chat. Stuff like a line pointing out of the stairs in P4 is what happens when the OG creator Hashino leaves and the IP becomes mainstream. Um, it's tough, man. I don't know if I'm sure that the new team or whoever is working on it thought that was a good idea and thought that like, oh, people don't have to work hard to find the stairs now. But I think that just sucks. I think it just is gonna ruin it for them. I am curious, Roy, for what Persona's future is gonna look like being helmed by a new team and by completely different people. So we're gonna see. Clax, thank you for the bits. They're also changing "Reach Out to the Truth" to "I'll hold on, I'll handhold you to the truth." But if that's still too hard, I'll carry you instead. Oh wait, I get what you're saying. I was like, whoa, what? I was like, what? Yeah, they're changing "Reach Out to the Truth" to "I'll handhold you to the truth." But if that's still too hard, I'll carry you to it instead. I think that basically at this point, whenever it comes to you have to pick who like the true murderer is, they're going to have his name. I'm not going to spoil it for those who haven't played. They're going to have their name basically like highlighted in like gold text and be like, "This is the murderer." It's like, oh yeah. But also too, like if they're going to do that, are they going to make getting the true ending for P4 easier? Because that's actually something that could use a bit of in-game assistance, because when we streamed Persona 4 Golden, some of the stuff I had to do to get like the golden dungeon and the true ending was very, very, very fucking non-obvious, and you definitely do need a guide in order to figure out how to get that. And so that would be helpful for sure. But yeah, I don't know. Roy, thank you for another super chat. Let's be real here. Atlas under Takara / Index Corp, SMT Nocturne Persona 5. Atlas under Sega. Current Atlas would never create a game like Catherine. I honestly don't know. Honestly don't know if they would. Catherine was such a cool and interesting game when it came out. It's so provocative and like I don't think the fact that someone even made a game like Catherine is probably the craziest shit ever to me. Like I can't even believe someone made Catherine. Looking back, I actually want to replay Catherine. I think I'm going to do that. I never finished Full Body. I played the original. I think I'm going to play through Catherine. M2, thank you for the super. It goes both ways. Crimson Desert had puzzles with no help at all, and people complained or looked up answers. Yeah, so that's also kind of the thing too, is that I think you're better off having people look up answers for a multitude of reasons. One, because it keeps people searching for content on your game, which is good for the metrics. Two, because it offers a choice for players on whether they want to actually look that up or not. So if you want to look up answers, you can, but it's not like the game spells it out for you. So I feel like it's actually the healthiest medium between the two. And yeah, it really supports people who create content for the game because they can make guides on your game. it has such indie game vibes because the themes of Catherine are so clearly not interfered with by execs. Bro, it's so crazy because like someone was basically like, we're gonna make a game about monogamy and like cheating on your girlfriend. And like nobody stopped them. That's so crazy. I can't believe that Catherine even happened, bros. Like, that's just ridiculous to me. It's awesome because that's a very taboo topic. And the fact that someone actually made a really compelling game on it is fucking ridiculous. I can't even believe it. There's also a tech demo for Persona 5, yeah. Could you imagine if someone was like, yeah, we're gonna make a game about monogamy and what happens if you cheat? And there's a succubus. Cheating is apparently less taboo in Japan as long as it doesn't cross certain lines. Yeah, that's also like another kind of cultural thing. That's like, yeah, yeah. I don't want to claim to be the authority on that space, but yeah, I've heard different things too. Like, apparently, like for many people, like going to like a fuzoku or something is not like might be permissible to some people. Let's just say. But I do not speak for the culture, just to be clear. Xbox would have made them turn it into an FPS by the first yeah. By the first milestone, yeah, 100%. Everyone in Catherine was a terrible person. Something not done since the Drakengard series, yeah. I also thought that the like the polling data in the game was like really interesting. Um like it would ask you questions about like how you felt about relationships and it kind of show you like what other people chose. I thought that was crazy. I guess in a game about monogamy, when you cheat and you see the consequences is a good way to learn from the mistakes without doing it in real life. I'm just hearing about this game now. Oh wow, you never heard about Catherine? Oh my god, bro. Please look the game up. I think you can get it on Steam. Get the full body version. If we were talking about cheating, if you fancied a fuck rabbit hole to go into, look into the fact that Frenchmen cannot get private DNA tests for their kids. It must be ordered by courts, otherwise they face jail. Because cheating is so common in France, the government values the sanctity and peace of the family unit more. That's yo, what? It's like that. It's like that. That's crazy. Yeah, and that's another thing too, is that I don't think you should ever let street interviews speak for a culture either. Because if you look at some like American street interviews, for example, the things that people will say in those will make you feel like, dang, is this what the world has come to? But yeah. And obviously, I mean, I don't know how street interview channels work, but I assume that they only pick the most sensationalized things and don't fully represent like what's actually going on. If there's anything that I want you guys to take away, it's that reality is very distorted now, and it is harder now more than ever to know what is real and what is not. Maybe FF7 Rebirth was kind of cooking when they were like, what is fact and what is fiction? Because I don't know anymore. Like even with like a certain game, for example, like I don't know sometimes whether people actually like a game or hate a game, or like if like 80% of people liked it or like a bunch of people hated it, because the algorithm will just feed you whatever is like whatever is common, right? Like whatever you're feeding the most to, it'll feed you more of that back. And so it just becomes so hard to discern what the truth on a situation actually is. So I don't know anymore, man. Everything on the internet is a lie. If you want to know how people feel, I think the best thing you can do is ask them yourself. Because everything else that you're going to see in the world is a fucking lie that the algorithm has pushed to you for whatever purpose. Well, we know like the real purpose. The purpose is to keep you engaged for longer. And yeah. Today, if you make a game where the main character engages in morally bad behavior, a bunch of people will accuse the game of endorsing that behavior, even if the story actually condemned those characters' action. So now it feels like the most popular media is trending towards super safe to avoid unnecessary controversy. Right. It's also crazier too because of political polarization. I feel like um, I feel like you come under fire from both sides of the political spectrum now for anything that you do, right? There's definitely a space where it's like, oh, the game is too woke, or oh, the game is not woke enough. Kind of uh, polarity that happens nowadays in discourse, right? And that's not to say, uh, that's not to give my opinion on whether, arbitrary thing is woke or not woke or isn't woke enough or like whatever. It's just to say that that political polarization exists within social media, and basically whatever you put out now is subject to that type of scrutiny, such that I don't even know if artists can even produce things that are true to themselves anymore, because that polarization and the controversy around it is so strong. Like no matter which extreme or any direction that you go in, there's going to be that backlash now, such that I don't even know if you can create anything that isn't ultra safe anymore because of it. One of my coworkers found out he's been talking to a bot on Discord for like 5 weeks. Holy shit. An AI like powered bot, I assume? That's fucking insane. Yeah, AI bot. Dang, that's fucking insane. And that's the thing too, right? Is that people just like what is real and like what is not real is not grounded in reality anymore. We don't know anymore. We don't know what's real or not real anymore. Everything is so polarized that you can't even fucking breathe without people being like, "Oh, you didn't breathe the way I think you should breathe." And so therefore, yeah. Was probably plugged into Chat GPT or whatever. He figured it out only because the bot would change its backstory when it forgot things. Uh-huh. Yeah. The context window. The context window. It became too loaded. And then once the context window starts to get big, it forgets things. Oh, this is also really important to talk about before we open up um, Type-0. Take this with a pinch of salt, but the Japanese VA has Majora's Mask HD listed on his upcoming IMDb. Very interesting. And that's for Adult Link and Fierce Deity Link. Very interesting. So, well, it's IMDb, but kind of makes sense if they're going to reuse the Ocarina of Time engine assets. Yeah. I assume that they're going to remake Majora's Mask as well either way, just because it's easy to do. It's a very easy two birds, one stone type thing. It's the same situation as Persona 4 Revival and Persona 3 Reload, right? Because Persona 4 Original was essentially made directly reusing a lot of Persona 3 assets and Persona 3 code, and they were able to make Persona 4 really fast. And then it ended up being a very similar situation for Majora's Mask. So, yeah, I feel like if they're going to remake Ocarina of Time, they're probably going to remake Majora's Mask too, which is cool. I am looking forward to Majora's Mask remake a lot more. I'll be honest. The reason is... Oh, wait, fuck. I didn't... How the hell did I do that? Hold on, chat. I accidentally launched Kingdom Hearts. Okay. There we go. Give me 1 second to open my recording software. Every time I see this better title screen, I wish I played this instead of the HD remaster. Brother, this is so much better than the HD remaster. I was actually kind of surprised to see some people say they thought the HD remaster was good and looked better in some ways. And I was just like puzzled beyond belief that these people were real and actually thought that. Like, that was like crazy to me. Because I'm like, if you look at this thing, I'm like, how would you ever want to play the HD remaster over this? Yo! No! Not King! Oh shit, dudes. We might be a little underpowered for this one. Yo! Can we? Please? Stop jumping around like that? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Shit. Okay. This is supposed to be a stealth mission? Oh, fuck, you're right. That's why. I forgot that this was supposed to be stealth. Okay. Oh shit. Nice. Okay. Whew. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Queen, maybe? Chat, we should have stuck to the stealth. Okay. Well, we can always reload. It's all good. Can you redo the mission? I technically can, yeah. But... Oh. Oh, shit. Okay, there we go. Oh, shit. Well, that didn't stop. We'll play as this bitch. Even though I hate playing as his ass. And hate his ass in general. Why does he run like that?
ブリューナクのシステムが変更されたみたいだな。これで少しは弱体化するはずだ。他の研究室でも試してみろ。さあ、来たよ。何やってんだよ。こっちでシステムを黙らせている。次は気をつけろよ。すまない。
Okay. Nice. Okay. I don't even have to like fool with these things, I think. Do I? Let's see. Stefan, thank you so much for the tier 1 gift sub. I appreciate you, man. Shit. Well, we're probably gonna start this over soon. Oh my god, bros. It's so over. Okay, I'll do stealth. If that's really what you want me to do. Okay. Okay. Is this Final Fantasy Type-0? Yes. Okay. So I shouldn't attack these things, actually. Yeah. Oh wait, no, there was an objective back there. Okay.
研究室に着いたわね。奥のコンソールから情報を取得できるはずよ。
援護開始。侵入者。誰か警報を鳴らせ。
Okay, much easier. Oh, interesting. Never seen this game. Oh, dude, it's a banger. When played on PSP.
ブリューナクのシステムが変更されたみたいだな。これで少しは弱体化するはずだ。他の研究
So you wouldn't have this problem if you had the golden pass show you the way. So true. Oh shit. Oh, that was close. Okay, wait. There has to be a thing in here. Okay.
稼働試験 A13B 終了。次は A18 から A21。B 班、配置につけ。急げ。侵入者。誰か警報を鳴らせ。いつの間に。
No, no, no. Damn it, no. Dang, they're still arriving. Dang it. Oh, shit. Fuck it. Oh. Womp. Oh, thanks. Okay, cool. Let's see. Oops, I didn't mean to hit that. Nice. Yeah, the way King is able to take them all out so fast is great.
これで少しは弱体化するはずだ。他の研究室でも試してみろ。
Okay, so there should be one more facility. Research facility for us to find. It's not through there. It is through here, I think. What's the difference between Type-0 and Type-0 HD? Primarily the art, which is tremendously better in the original Type-0. To a degree of where I feel the game is actively hurt by the visual changes made in Type-0 HD. To the point of where you can't even look at the game in many cases. The motion blur, the atrocious use of bloom. There's just so many things wrong with the HD remaster. I don't know where to begin. The HD remaster feels like it was made by like a child with no media literacy's idea of like what great graphics were. Alright. Oh,
警備は何をしてるんだ。
nice. Type-0 twin snakes. I'm kidding. Even that is better than Type-0 HD. Damn. Yeah. So true.
ブリューナクのシステムが変更されたみたいだな。
Okay, perfect.
待たせたな。
Now you can just go straight through here. Oh, nice.
Machigai 間違いないな。偵察隊からの確かな情報です。うん。なかなか早い決断だな。いかがいたしますか。こちらからは手を出すな。ただし、警戒レベルは2まで上げておけ。はい。
シドールスタイン。この工場にいたのか。
今の何の話だろう。まさか私たちの侵入がバレちゃってるのかな。
いや、俺たちとは関係なさそうだった。
今は作戦が先決だ。行くぞ。
侵入者を逃がすな。
Okay, now I can fuck things up. Aw, dang. Fuck. Always comes up whenever I have to reload. Thank you. Okay. Sometimes it really is easier to just whack him over the head. Also, this hair is a really good look for you. Thank you so much. I think so too. It's my favorite hair that I've had throughout my life. Nice. Let's go.
さすがに気づかれたか。今から後ろの扉を開けてやる。少し時間がかかるが死なないようにな。開いたぞ。目的を忘れるな。
Oh shit. Objective. Wait, where is the objective? Is yo, y'all, maybe not standing in the way is a good idea. Actually, where do you go? Bit confused. Wasn't back, right? Oh, it is back. Okay, my bad. Well, well. Yo, they're mowing us down. Brother, what was I even supposed to do? What was I even supposed to do? Wait, are you serious? Machina survived? Oh my god. Nah, let's just go ahead and reload. Let's just go ahead and reload. That's crazy, bros. What the fuck? That's fucking insane.
間違いないな。侵入者を逃がすな。
Can you? Okay, no. Nice.
お任せください。俺様が来たぜ。
Okay. Heaviness P, have you ever wondered what weapon archetypes from this game would be like if you could use them in other games? What do you mean? Dang. There we go. Wait, no. I didn't mean to do that, but actually, you can do that. And then you can call in reserve. And bro, it's the same situation. I know what we'll do. And they're dead already. Amazing. Let's go. If nobody got me, oh wait, what the fuck? Dang, we ran out of time. We're also way too underleveled to be here too, that's another thing. So nice. Oh my god, why does healing like... What if... This is easier to use an item. There we go. Oh. I never noticed this when I play myself on the PSP, but a big screen, this game looks even more fucking awesome. I know. All it needed was up-res textures and like literally nothing else, right? Nice. Hit him with the Korededo. Get your ass back here. Yeah, I think I'm good. I'm like, I could do all that, but yeah, actually I'm gonna do another save because this is like kind of crazy. We're down to the wire in terms of characters. Oh shit, I don't even have a party right now. That's even more insane. Let's call in 9 and we'll call in old bitch and we'll hop back to it. Dang, I love kill sites. Love kill sites. Hate kill sites. Love kill sites. What the fuck? Okay, there we go. Oh fuck, LSC? What even happened? What even happened? What even? Oh, that was close. Oh. Nimbus impales your party leader, but it looks like you kind of died first. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck even happened there? Oh shit, okay. It would be better if the wall was like this way. Nice. There we go. What was the FF7 update? Oh, it was just the Hamaguchi Chinese interview. I don't think it had anything that like was too groundbreaking. Just stuff that we mostly already know. Ah, fuck. Trying to hit that damn kill site. Almost got me killed. They can fucking guard magic too, which I think is bullshit. They can't do that in 7R. Nice. I hope the French live stream of FF Resonance gets translated soon. They showed a lot of gameplay. Did you see it? No, actually I didn't. What the fuck? Do you feel it's very strange to see Type-0 go as dark as Versus was meant to be, but without the context of Death Goddess worship? Would be a bloodier, more grittier version, have 15 improved or worsened? Yeah, so I think that it's interesting, first of all, that they allowed... Do you want me to link it so you can watch it later? Yeah. I think it's interesting that they, in the first place, even allowed this game to be M-rated, and then they allowed... what do you call it? Final Fantasy 16 to be, and then like when it came to like Versus and like 15, they were like, no, the mainline series can't do all that, and it's just, it's weird to me that they felt that way. Sometimes I forget how cracked the PSP was. The fact that this was made for a handheld release in 2004 is honestly wild. I know, man. What does spin and shield do? Oh, I see. Underrated move there. Nice. Might have stated this before, to make you repeat yourself, why this version and not the remaster? Because the remaster is one of the ugliest video games ever made. I'm so serious. It is ugly and mismatched, and it looks terrible in so many different ways. They have PS4 characters talking to PSP characters. They change the time of day in certain scenes in a way that looks weird. They overly use bloom. They overly use motion blur. They overly use depth of field. The HD version in every way is an uglier game. You feel that Type-0's battle system being one that you have to learn and get used to helps it stick in the player's mind? Always, yeah. When you have unique systems like this, I think it always stands out in the broader spectrum of games that come out, you know? Like kill sites, you know, very unique mechanic, right? Not every game has kill sites. See? Nice. Fuck. Nice. Dang. Let's fucking go. Wait for it. Nice. Wait for it. Nice. Easy. A fucking another one? God damn, bros. Nice. Nice. Oh fuck, are there two of them now? That is gonna make this a little... Dang! No! That was my best fucking character for doing that with. Oh, we're so cooked now. We're so cooked now. Fuck it. I don't know when the end is, or how much longer this mission is, but we'll... Wait, is that it? Bros. Bros. Oh my god. I wonder if it's the 60 FPS patch that did that. I wonder. What happened? I don't know. It crashed. It crashed when I won. What the fuck? Okay. Fucking do it again, I guess. There's no version of this game that doesn't crash. Is what that means. Because remember, the HD remaster also crashed my fucking PC when I played it. Okay. Really? Are you fucking serious? I could have stopped him from ever even taking off, and I couldn't do it. I noticed that the first few times, and I was like, wait. Okay. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. But actually, what it says there. Okay, cool. But. Are you fucking serious again? Ah. Oh, hey, look at that. I'm convinced that you can't actually hit that. Yeah, there's no way to actually hit him. I don't even know why that appears to tempt you. Try wall. What the fuck does wall even do? I feel like it does not protect you from shit. Why do I hear Chocobo theme? Oh my fucking god. Okay, let's see if it happens again. Okay. Dang, it does happen again. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Huh. Maybe if we... Okay. Wait, I feel like it's still on. But cheat should be unenabled, so hold on. Where's the frame rate at, chat? Where's the frame rate at? Show FPS counter, because it still looks really smooth to me. Okay, no. Wait. Yes. It's still on. So... how do I disable it? I don't know. Would you rather have someone from Square Enix guest on your stream as you play and comment about how the game was made, etc., or play a demo of KH4 for the first time after 3 hours? KH4. No question. Wait, where the fuck is the option, chat? Does anyone know? I don't even know. How do you even access the cheats that are enabled? Cheats. Thinker Cook. Does anyone know? Debug. Restart graphics. I mean, I'm assuming that that's the issue. You enable cheats? No, not actual cheats, but it's used to make the 60 frames per second work. No, it's not under tools. Wouldn't be under controls any system. Cheats enable plugins. Well, it should be disabled though. Yeah, so technically a mod, really. But it modifies the memory so that it allows the 60 FPS. But it technically is not. It's technically a cheat because it but I don't know how to turn it off. I don't know what we went through in order to activate it in the first place. Let me see if I can look it up. I don't know. It should be off. But it's not off for some reason. Let's see what happens. Hold on. Why? Dang, dudes. Oh my god, dude. Jesus Christ. This frozen world, dude. Oh my god, they killed Shiva. And we fucking die anyway. God damn it. No. Hold on, I wonder if like... Holy shit, that worked. Holy shit, you can literally just do that. Holy shit, it worked. Oh no. Dang, I should have save stated. I should have save stated them being dead. Dang. Also, why did that work? I guess I can turn off the FPS counter now. Why the fuck did that work? Where the hell is it? Why the hell did that work? I don't understand.
頼みます。俺を信じろ。気をつけろ。オルマインやられるな。
Okay, there we go.
あんたの出番だ。俺の分だぜ。貴様らが赤の魔人か。まさか本当に息子たちより若いとはな。
Damn it. Fuck it, bros. Load save state again. And then this way, I'll just...
お任せください。貴様らが赤の魔人か。
There we go.
息子たちより若いとはな。しかし貴様らが何だろうとここは通さぬ。私はシド様よりここを任された軍人として
Go.
貴様らを殺し任を全うする。
Got it.
私らは貴様らの
Oh,
化け物ではない
oh.
んだ。
There we go.
手段を選べんのだ。
Go.
俺様が来たぜ。
There we go. Jesus, that many more?
しくじりました。
さてと、俺の準備の
I wonder what happens if I quickly...
目標は目の前だ。お前が
No, that didn't do anything.
信じてるぜ。
Bros, we're so cooked. We're so cooked. We have no one left. We have no one left. And the mission is still not over. I don't remember if there's a boss at the end of this or not. But I feel like we're... Why does he... What the fuck is wrong with you? Gotta fucking hate this bitch. Why does he run like that? Why does he run like that, dude? What the fuck?
スーザン、ここに来たってことは、あんたの敵は俺が取ってやる。この機体ナンバー277。
Level 43? Are you serious? I think we just have to like redo a good chunk of this mission. Or like, actually, what does the game actually do to prevent you from being save locked? Come to think of it, right? Oh no. Oh no. That's crazy. It crashed. Again.
お任せください。貴様らが赤の魔人か。まさか本当に
Oh my god, dude.
あんたの出番だ。俺の番だぜ。お任せください。
Yeah, I think we have to grind. Otherwise, there's no other way.
貴様らが赤の魔人か。まさか本当に息子たちより若いとはな。
Oh my god, bros, we're so cooked. You can abort missions if you need to. Can you? Oh shit. All items in Phantoma will be lost. Yeah, dude, I think we have to... I think we have to abort and start over. We'll speedrun it. We should be higher level now, so it shouldn't be a big deal.
しっかりな。
Fuck.
期待してるぞ。
So one of the things the HD remaster did, though, was actually make this game easier, by the way, for those who didn't know. Because people complained that this game was too hard when the original PSP version came out. It was like a very notably hard video game. Hard or grindy? Probably closer to grindy, but a lot of people felt the game was hard to complete overall. Bros. Why even try? I'm willing to bet I can get a bunch of levels if I beat one of these guys. But what the fuck? Okay. That was only one level. A level 99 enemy. And it's only one level. Is this even doing any damage? It feels like it's not. Okay. Not you. Fuck. Yeah. When's the last time you checked gear? You're probably right. But I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we just need to start over and like do it right this time, and it's gonna be okay.
Class 0, 任務を開始します。
I'm gonna send out my undesirables first. I think that's a better strategy.
クラスゼロ任務開始だよ。
それは索敵型の兵器よ。範囲に入ると辺りの兵器全てが警戒態勢に入るわ。注意して。
オッケーだよ。
クラスゼロ、聞こえる？潜入作戦中は通信が制限されるわ。現地情報員と連携を。
We'll actually do stealth shit this time so that we just don't lose every single person.
来たよ。
It's interesting that the fuel is at like a timer. Yeah, I know.
そうだね。ずいぶんと派手ね。何これ。こんなものを作ってたの。あとはよろしく。期待に応えます。
You got thunder.
お待ち。
Oh wow, and I can't switch to anyone else. So. Oh, okay. One of the people had one of our AIs had Blizzard. Oh shit, no. I don't want to target you. The fuck even happened? How the fuck does no one have any?
やられちゃった。開演します。
This is already looking cooked.
お願いします。
Safety guard, dude. That, okay. Actually, do you even have to do this? No, you don't. So I just wasted characters on that. Fuck me. Let's just speedrun it.
Hi, 呼んだ。
The research facility.
情報員から報告があった研究室はそこから上層に参加し。
Yeah, bros. Just speedrun. We can call in reserve. We'll want to call in King for this specifically. Here we go. Oh, fuck. Can we, like, reset that by zone loading? Yeah, we can. Easy. Easy. Dang. It's too late. Let's see. Okay. Is it a bad take to say I think it was a bad move for Square to have so many playable characters for the sake of the card motif? I think it's only a bad idea in terms of they didn't really get to explore any of the characters narratively, especially due to the PSP disc limitations. But some people would argue that them not exploring the characters like that is actually part of the point. So I guess it depends on your POV. From a gameplay perspective, I like it though. So in this game, you either deal 2 damage or 6,000 in a single hit. I mean, kind of, to be honest. Yeah, you either like do the most amount of damage ever or none. I feel like there's no way to stop one of these researchers from hitting that button. Okay. You can beeline it for the alarm itself, but you kind of got lucky. Oh, okay. Maybe I should do that. Just go straight for the alarm and ignore everything else. Granted, we are also beelining kind of the game itself, so we are going to be pretty under-leveled when it comes to stuff like this. But, really?
機関部の確認は完了。可動部の確認進行中です。
Wait, where is the thing at? Oh, shit. Well.
侵入者。誰が警報ならぜ。いつの間に。警備は何をしてるんだ。
That must be playing late. It is. There we go. Thanks, I guess. You literally have to wait for this thing to stop. There we go. One side. Okay, there we go. Okay. Fuck. Okay. Keep beelining. And if we don't do it this time, then the correct answer is just gonna be we gotta do the level exploit cheat. Oh my god. Combat provisions, thanks. Oh, and what do you have? Combat provisions. I'd rather cheat than have to grind. I mean, when you say it like that. Yes. But also, too, grinding in this game, laughing my ass off. Like, you might as well just cheat, honestly, in this game. That's also a better strategy for dealing with that in this situation, honestly. Are you gonna kill sight for me or what, bro? And there we go. Kill sight? Kill sight? No. Okay. Well. Wow. Yeah, the fucking clock method to beat the game is like absolutely how a lot of people end up clearing this game, because the game was basically designed to have like a lot of grinding in mind because it's a portable game, and so their idea is that in order for you to get the most number of hours out of the game, you can do that, but this just goes back to the idea that more hours equal more good. More busy work equal more good. Fuck, I ran out. Oh shit, I didn't even know he could swing like that. Yeah, because we're like, King is like level 15, right? And these enemies are all like level 20, so level 23, right? So we're pretty under leveled for this mission. Go. Who is not dead? Oh, actually, most people are alive. Actually, we're not doing bad at all. Finish your stream in Academia, you should do the AFK logout? Yeah. The only thing is that I don't know how you do it because it asks you to lock your PSP, and I don't know how to do that on... Oh, you don't have infinite evasion? What the fuck? On the emulator, so we have to figure out how to do that. I know Trey has to have some new things. Oh, new iframes, yes. Charge shot 4, yes. I don't know if there's anything else I want to do yet. Ace, you probably also got, no? Oh god, now he's gonna walk even funnier. In any other RPG, such higher level enemies should have gotten you enough experience to balance you out by this point. Yeah. And that is kind of a flaw with this game, for sure, I think. Is that it does it the scaling doesn't make any fucking sense. I completely agree. Honestly, can we get rid of jump, honestly? Because I feel like it's not that great, honestly. So I think that's good for now. Wait, actually, upgrade Eidolon. HP up. Okay. Can I please? Sometimes the Phantoma thing takes too long to show up, honestly. Yeah, the Eidolons for this game are like top tier shit. Oh, that's right. No, he kills your... No. Do we have a Phoenix down? Revives a single party member and it won't let me revive King? Are you serious? What the fuck? Do you think he'll remember? Remember what? He did not remember. Oh shit, yeah, that, yeah. Nope. Thank goodness you didn't lose Machina. You'd be so cooked. I know. What would I do? You know what? Fuck it, bro. You don't even have to do all this shit. Get no fucking experience points. Just run to the end, bros. Oh shit, I didn't get it. Oh, it didn't matter anyway, because... There we go. I think you have to switch to a living party member to use a Phoenix down. Oh, shit. Well, No, that adds up. Oh, shit. Is that my card's already out? Fuck. Gotta stop attacking. Wait for it. Oh yeah, just do it the regular way. Wait down. Okay. Okay. Stay safe. And state load. Dang, I attacked too early. Fucking shit. Do it. What the fuck? Bro, how are you actually supposed to... If I get back. This is such bullshit. Okay. What the fuck? Okay, does someone else have magic that we can use? You don't have it. Maybe you do. Even better. Okay. No! And because we have guess for everyone else, I can't revive Ace. Oh my god.
俺のちょっとしたサービスはここで終了だ。目標は目の前だ。お前たちならやれるって信じてるぜ。じゃあな、クリスタル
It's too
の
late.
カゴあれ。
It's too late.
お任せください。
Ah! Dang, we're in the same position we were in, pretty much. And I think there's no way we can beat this boss. Dang, I think we'll just have to come back next stream and, like, have leveled everyone up. I think that's the only way.
ここに来たってことはあんたの敵は俺が取ってやる。この機体
Whoa! Oh, well, that's not gonna work. That will, though. Yeah, you're right. Thunder SG would be a good idea to have on everybody. And also, I didn't, this is advanced tech chat. Repel the Magitech armor? What the fuck? You have to have someone ranged hitting him, because otherwise... Bro, I literally cannot hit him because oh my god, I can't hit him without a ranged character, and he doesn't have... Okay. Oh shit. Machina might be able to carry, bros. No. Is that a huge disadvantage when you aren't fighting range? Yeah. It's okay. Let's we can actually...
さてと、俺のちょっとしたサービスはここで終了だ。目標は目の前だ。お前たちならやれるって信じてるぜ。じゃあな、クリスタルの加護あれ。
Oh, can I not, like, remove other characters? Because I actually feel like it'd be better for a fight like this to only have one character out. Under a she. Honestly, solid run, range magic in your set? Yeah, I think so too. And this fucking opening attack that I'm like, what the hell do you even do against it? Which is why I kind of sent 7 out here to be... basically, her job is to die. Oh, dang. No. Oh, I forgot to equip an item. Shit. Okay. Thunder RF sucks. That's all I had to equip. So. What? I'm not even hitting him. Okay. Here we go. Ah. All of my ranged characters were in. Let's just rerun that. All my ranged characters were oh shit. Okay. Well then. Start this again. I had all my ranged characters in there and then they died. So that was a bad idea. Which I think is just like 2 of them, but yeah. Bad idea. Fuck me. Yeah, I might want to order that differently, like 100%. Yeah, I like 2 of my range characters in here. So. Oh fuck, wrong button. Send the expendables out. Oh, I guess the 30 FPS patch deactivated now. I mean the 60 FPS. Oh, fuck. Oh, wait, fuck. I forgot to save the changes we made, dudes. God damn it. Okay. One last time. One last time. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Oh, wrong. Oh, I guess some of these could also be fire too. If we don't have. Wait, actually, wait, can I? Oh yeah, some of you don't. We can use fire SG. Definitely not. You have thunder SG. Thunder. Basically, the thing we don't want is just Blizzard. Because that's fucking useless here. Okay, let's make sure we save this. Oh, wait. Fuck. I almost fucked up again. Chat, I almost fucked up again. Expendables. Fuck. And save, yes. Oh, wait. No. 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 I didn't save the... Whatever. Run it. I don't care anymore. I forgot. I guess I didn't keep it, like, on the characters being changed for some reason. Okay. Chat? 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 NSP always wins. That's what's happening, bros. God always creates a way, chat. That's what's happening, bro. Oh my god. Save state that shit? True, bro. True, bro. Wow. No fucking damage run, bros. Oh my god. Some say I'm the best at Type-0. That's just what they're saying online. Whether you believe that or not is up to you. But online they are saying I am the best who's ever played this game. Quite possibly ever even.
クリスタルに異変を感じる。
It sucks because I was actually doing good that run before he glitched. I probably was gonna win fairly, but
やるしかないようですね。
number 1 Type-0 streamer. So true.
刹那久しいな。幾年ぶりか。
お前は感じないのか？
何を。
行く末さ、傀儡は傀儡らしく踊ろう。その意志のもと。
そう、時が巡ってきたのね。
力が思うように出ぬな。ネズミの相手ならこれで十分だ。
Nice. Oh, the game is serious. You're actually supposed to, like... I don't remember how this is supposed to work. But... I thought this was like a scripted fight, wasn't it? Master Key, let's go, man. Yeah. There's no way. Oh man, now I got the strongest guy out. He's gonna regret having done all that now that Machina is out. Dang.
捕らえた興ざめだな。これが神の光だ。我の眼前より消えろ。任務完了。
Okay, yeah.
これよりファブラ協定によるオリエンス3カ国の停戦に向けた会談を宣言します。パルス神の名のもと、すべての戦闘を停止、武器を収め、兵を引きなさい。コンコルディアの女王アンドリアがこの戦いを預かりましょう。
随分と古い協定を持ち出したものだ。それも女王自らご登場とはな。あの者の言葉、嘘ではなかったということか。
全皇国兵へ通達。現時刻をもって戦地特例497が発令されました。戦闘行為を含む全ての戦地行動を中止してください。コンコルディア、ルブルム両国との休戦協議により戦地特例497が発令されました。繰り返します。
What I think of this game's English dub, unfortunately, really bad. The actors in it, it's like a really star-stacked cast, but unfortunately, the game itself, like the way the voice direction was handled, is like weird and stiff.
ルブルムはファブラ協定の発動により一時的な休戦状態となった。協定違反は状況の例外なく処刑だ。
処刑？ちょっと待て。協定の発動、休戦。スザ君が 受け入れたってのか。
もうここで戦っても死闘になっちゃうよ。
くそ、何なんだよ。
Yay! Okay.
最後の女王、ウユニキス。
候補生としての立場を忘れず有意義に過ごせ。以上だ。
今は紅葉ではありません。楽になさい。ええ、そうですね。
あなたは僧侶の。
失礼しました。私はアンドリア・カヤトランカ・ファム・フォーチュリオ、総流府よ
Hell of a name.
階段の立ち会い人として白虎に参りました。
声が大きいです。
総流の女王。あっちかよこら。城から出るなんて聞いたことねえぞ。
よその国で会ったことあるやつなんて世界でも一握りでしょ。
女王陛下が一体何をしに。
分かっています。休戦に不服ですか。
いえ、はい、納得できません。広告はルブルのクリスタルを踏みにじった。手を結ぶことなんて考えられない。
その思いはクリスタルの意志に反しています。
私たちはクリスタルに忠誠を誓いました。一度も裏切ったりなんてしていません。なぜ意志に反しているなんて言えるんですか。
私にはクリスタルの心を伝えてくれる友がいます。竜に選ばれた者は彼らと心を重ねます。そして竜はクリスタルの化身。私たちはクリスタルと心を重ねているのです。
The designs in this just feel more FF to me, especially on the faces. I don't care how to describe it, but compared to something like
広い視野で見
FF16,
なさい。
I would 100% agree.
クリスタルの望みは互いの均衡、傾きのない世界、あるべき形の世界。戦いだけでは作れない未来もあるのです。その意味を理解しなければフィニスの導きを自らが担うことになりますよ。
なぜ俺たちにそんな話をする。
あなた方は私が見た最後の歯車だからです。あなた方の歩む道に光があらんことを、そして
結局何しに来たの。
マキナ、女王は最後に何と言ったのですか。
いや、よくわからないんだ。選択がどうのとかわけがわからない。
しかし均衡とはどういう意味だ。何もするな、何も起こすなってことなのか。
それがクリスタルの真意かどうかなんて私にはわからないよ。竜となんか話せないもん。でもクリスタルが戦いを望まないなら 私たちは何のために戦っているの？
Great question. Go see what's going on outside too. Cool.
なんだか疲れちゃった。
顔色が悪いな。今日はもう休んだ方がいい。俺もここにいるから。
いいよ、外気になってるでしょ。でもありがとう。やっぱり優しいマキナのまんまだね。
He's gentle because he's a bitch.
広告なんて見て回ってもしょうがないしさ。それだけだよ。
さては照れてる？
そんなことが言えるなら元気だな。
ちょっとだけここで休憩するね。
なあ、俺も少しだけ休憩するよ。
This game is darker than Final Fantasy 16? I think so.
面白くないね。私らはさっきまで戦争してたんだぜ。なのに休戦したから敵地で待機。んなアホらしい命令聞いたこともないよ。
どうしたの？考え込んで。
なぜ我々にこの部屋をあてがったのかと思いまして。窓には格子、入り口は一つ、そして
お客さん用の部屋なんじゃないかな。水も流れてて気持ちいいよ。
Like, I think this is like a prison. And she's just like, yo, but there's a waterfall. Hey. Machina, the commandant is calling for you. Commandant is calling for you. Please come immediately. Tokito, the commandant? What for? Sorry, I haven't been told anything. Okay, I'm going now.
俺に何の用ですか？
いや、君に事実を伝えるべきか、実に悩んだのだが。それも、こんな時に言うべきことではないのかもしれん。
何の話ですか？
君の兄上のことだ。君は兄上の死に関して納得がいってないようだね。君から兄上の死に関する問い合わせがあったと報告を受けている。
いくら探してもあの日兄さんが当たっていた任務の記録がないんです。
君はもう察しているだろうが、君の兄上は極秘任務を遂行し戦死した。
兄さんが極秘任務を？
首都解放作戦でのクラスゼロの投入は極秘事項だった。私でさえギリギリまで知らされなかったのだ。よって戦場に投入されたクラスゼロと作戦司令部との架け橋が急遽必要となった。その架け橋が君の兄上だったのだ。
それで兄さんはあんな前線に？
そう。君の兄上はドクター・アレシアとクラスゼロのせいで亡くなったのだよ。いや、彼らが殺したと言っても過言ではない。君の兄上は本来別の任務に就くことになっていた。それをクラスゼロが勝手に出動させ死地へと誘ったのだ。君の兄上は死ぬ必要などなかったというのに。
あいつらが兄さんを？
君がクラスゼロに配属されたのは、その素性も目的も謎であるドクターとクラスゼロを監視してもらうためだった。だが まさか君とクラスゼロの間にこんな因縁があろうとは。もし彼らと過ごすことが辛ければ、私が特別に君を
I love the balding representation. Yeah, I love how I don't know what the fuck you call the sides of his head, but I love how Final Fantasy they are. What platform are you playing this on? PSP.
同じクラスの仲間を監視するなんてできないと思うんです。あいつは優しいから俺も引き続きクラスゼロに残ります。
ほほう、そうかね。さすが船切君の弟だ。彼らに不審な動きがあった時は報告してくれ。
はい。兄さん、俺は誓うよ。兄さんを奪ったクラスゼロの誰よりも俺は強くなる。俺は兄さんと兄さんの思い出を失ったけど、レムは絶対に失わない。守り抜く。
Is this modded, and is there any other way to play this version of the game? Yes, it has been modded with an HD texture pack, which makes it look especially good. We had the 60 frames mod on just a second ago, but I think it was causing a crash, so we had to turn it off briefly. We'll probably turn it back on pretty soon, actually. But yeah, right now it's 30 frames, but it was 60, and it looks hella good at 60.
お疲れクポ。モグと重卒のアリアは休みをもらってないのでサポートにやってきたクポ。魔導院の設備が利用したいならモグに相談するクポ。
Oh, it's on an emulator, Dale. I'll tell you what, I'll message you after this stream and we'll figure something out.
どうして？
俺たちは何を言っても怒ったりしない。自由に話せばいい。
本当？ええ、本当です。お許しが出やがったですね。これでやっとまともに息ができるってもんです。で、何？
やはり黙っていた方がいいかもしれんな。
黙ってた方がいい？さっき自由に話せって言ったばっかだぞ。候補生様なんだから発言に責任持ちやがれ。誰に喋るのを止められたんですか？うちのカッチャです。涙混じりで頼み上がりまして。頼むから人前では口を開くなーって。ひって母じゃねえかと思うよね。ねえ。しかしさすがクラスゼロは懐広し。てめえらさんみたいに話のわかるやつばっかだと気が楽だぞ。
お前の母親が正しいような。
Okay, nice. And let's save that. Okay. And I think we will call that a stream. Thank you all so much for joining. We're going to be back on Friday with more Type-0. I hope you're all looking forward to it. We'll have... Wait. Today's Friday, isn't it? We'll be back Monday. I thought today was Monday. Holy shit. Okay. Everyone have a great weekend. We'll be back on Monday with more Type-0. All right. Love you. Take care. And I'll see you. I'm stupid. Peace.